Now, from News Channel 8, this is Good Morning Washington.
Good morning, Washington. I'm Autria Godfrey.
And I'm Adriana Hopkins. It is 9 o'clock in our nation's capital. And coming up, how to avoid a contracting nightmare. We have the 5 steps to ensure your remodel runs as smoothly as possible. Well, the time right now is 9:28, and deciding to undergo a home renovation can be a very daunting task, especially when dealing with the back and forth of remodelers. So here with the 5-step plan to avoid a contracting nightmare is Amina Fees of Synergy Design and Construction. And we were just talking during the break how we've heard of the horror stories. People have someone come, tear up their house, the person never shows up, or it's not what you wanted, what you thought you were getting. So the best way to really make sure this is smooth is to plan, pre-plan, post-plan, plan.
Absolutely.
That is the
You
kicker.
can never plan enough.
Exactly. So the first point you want to make is to know the common budget busters. Something as simple as hardwood floor or laminate floor.
Right.
Knowing
Exactly.
your options.
Yeah. And even in between those selections, so hardwood, you can get a true hardwood that's a full piece of hardwood, which is going to be a lot more expensive, you know, or you can do an engineered where you've got still hardwood on the top, you get the beauty of it, but it's a lot less expensive. And then you can go laminate, there's luxury vinyl tile that looks like wood, so there's so many options out there that can really help you not break the bank.
You also say to not to avoid rushing the process, because as you said, you wait for a while for remodel, so no need to like hurry up and get it done.
Right. It's amazing how many people, you just get so tired of your house not working for you that you're like, I've got to get started right now. And you really want to slow that process down. One of the biggest things that you can do with your contractor is have them do a trade walkthrough where they bring everybody out to your home, look at your actual conditions in your home before you finalize pricing and sign a contract.
Okay, so if we're talking about like a kitchen remodel, for instance, and you want to redo your cabinets. When do you reorder, or when do you order the new cabinets? Do you order more than enough? Do you order one and test it out? How do you do that?
Yeah, you want to have your materials waiting on you and not the other way around. So you want to order them way up front. Cabinets, for example, 4 to 6 week lead time. Or lighting fixtures, a lot of times go on back order. So there's a lot of things. I always want to have you have your materials waiting for you before you ever get started in construction.
Gotcha. Expectations.
Yes.
I think that we all spend time looking through Architectural Digest and House.com, and they have these beautiful ideas. How do you keep your expectations in check?
Yeah, you really want to work with your contractor, making sure that you communicate exactly how you want the process to go. One of the things that the expectations and the nightmares that you hear is once construction begins. So doing a pre-construction meeting with the contractor, making sure you know when are they going to start and end each day. How are they going to protect the rest of your home from the foot traffic? How are they going to handle your pets?
Right.
So there's a lot of moving pieces. You want to make sure you're on the same page.
And of course, when all is said and done, you want to make sure you're happy. Of course, you spend a lot of money, a lot of time in this. So how do you make sure that you are happy at the end?
You want to do a final walkthrough with your contractor before you give them the last payment. So you want to make sure that there's no loose ends, that the quality of everything is as your expectations, and using a checklist, a final walkthrough checklist can really help with that.
Speaking of the final payment, how should you do the payment breakdown? Because I've heard of people giving everything up front. I've heard of people giving 50 up front, 50 at the back end when it's all done. What would your recommendation be?
I really like to have it broken up along milestones. So there is going to be a certain amount up front, maybe 30%, because a lot of the material ordering, again, needs to get ordered up front. So you want to get that bulk up there. But, you know, once the electrician has completed his work, or the plumber, those different milestones is when the next payment should be due. So it should be based on the progress of the project, not just what the contractor is asking for.
Also, when you are considering a remodel and you get a quote from someone, how do you know that that person isn't ripping you off? Do you get 2 quotes, 3 quotes, 4 quotes?
It really depends. So if you're working with a general contractor, usually I like to trust that they're doing that due diligence because they want to pass that savings on to you. But if you're just hiring an electrician to come in and do some small electrical work in your home, then yeah, getting at least a couple different options I think is a good idea.
Awesome. And one helpful resource for people is renovationroadmap.com.
Yes.
You go there, what can people find?
So the Renovation Roadmap is an online resource that we created with the tools, the checklist that I've talked about today. It's an online community. I'm there to support expert guidance to really help no matter where you are, what contractor you're using, to make sure that you have all the tools to be successful.
Because the key here is don't get ripped off.
Exactly.
All right, renovationroadmap.com. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.